Menu narration option is set. Menu narration option is set to off.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Adrian Peterson, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st down, Patriots.
1st down, here's a run with Peterson.
Adrian Peterson.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
He was tackled at the...
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The veteran Andre Johnson the target on that one. And it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he's got Lockett. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Eluding the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there, and it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27.
Pick up on the play.
They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards. first and 10. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down.
A 42-yard
Butker's kick here is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ravens nothing.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Kevin Byard brings up third down.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a gain of 9. First down, Baltimore.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
It's second and 8.
On second down now, Akers. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a second and 3.
By Matt Ioannidis. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the Patriots' 39-yard line.
On second down, Akers. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now,
and they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Good. makes the score Ravens 7, Patriots 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Steps away to his left. Incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And the
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
And 2. At the Ravens.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw again is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run with Peterson. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll buy some time right. Caught. It's the tight end, Kelce, for a Patriots touchdown. Travis Kelce. In the final seconds of the first half. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Set to kick off.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive. And we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Slant. Watch the safety creep. Check. Board. 13.
Now Akers to start the third quarter on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Cam Akers.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Second down at 6 now from the 42.
Second and 6 at the Patriots' 42-yard line.
They'll run this with Akers. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And that's caught by Smith. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Akers. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
Jamal Adams there on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Going right back to Akers. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll try the left side. It's George, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got Smith here. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Good. Makes the score Ravens 14, Patriots 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Jackson. Flushed out right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And now look at him go. 20, 10, 5, and this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. Joseph on for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Is good. Makes the score Ravens 21, Patriots 10.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they have the football and will take a... set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. From way up at the 23. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
The ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he's got room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big pickup of 38. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that second level and third, and that's what they were able to exploit.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Play action. It's Jackson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
To George Kittle.
A big play there. And even 60 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. With the success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Check 24, check 24.
On 2nd down now, Akers. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Check 4, check 4. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. 13.
And some room to maneuver. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run on 1st down. Akers. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On the ground, it's Akers. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Cam Akers with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. He'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown! A big play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now it's Patterson. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 2nd down, Akers. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He was brought down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
They'll take over.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 16 yards there. Good for a 1st down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
A 1st down.
A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Safe. Check nickel. Hey.
On first down, Akers. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Kill. Hey, check 24. Middle. Slide. Watch the safety creep. Check it out, please.
Here's Akers. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Cam Akers on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Joseph now to have the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Ravens 21, visitors 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 18-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line.
By the wide receiver.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They run on first down with Jackson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5.
From the 44, Jackson dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Hey, report. Check. Report.
Now a run with Akers. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2nd down and 7. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Now it's Patterson. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They'll give this to Akers running right. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and throw for it here. And this one complete to Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
42-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson, and that is incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. That'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10.
Watch the eye. Sponge. No. Watch twist. Hey.
A give, running right is Akers. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 55 yards.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal.
A 6-yard
From the 2 now. Second and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens will extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
5-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit big.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there. 75 yards. And his guys have made this a one-score game now.
The kick is good.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Second and 12. From the gun, Jackson. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards there on the pickup. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. They'll run on first down with Akers. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting. If you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll run on first down. Akers. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Taken down at
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Check 26, check middle. 36. Deuce. What? Yeah. Watch twitch.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check three. Check.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Jackson to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run this with Akers. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Akers, down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Today's final score.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets pretty...